Dear students, good morning to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about the classification in algae or divisions of algae and their characteristics. Now, based on the pigmentation, mainly photosynthetic pigmentation such as chlorophylls, carotenoids and phycobilins, and type of stored food materials, type of reserve food materials. The algae is divided into three major classes. They are namely first major class chlorophyceae, second major class Phaeophyceae, third major class Rhodophyceae. Based on the pigmentation and type of stored food material, the algae is divided into three major classes. They are namely first class chlorophyceae, second class Phaeophyceae, third class Rhodophyceae. Next, coming to chlorophyceae, the members of chlorophyceae are commonly known as green algae. The members of Phaeophyceae are commonly known as brown algae. The members of Rhodophyceae are commonly known as red algae. So, why the chlorophyceae to be appeared green in color? Green in color because to be dominance of some pigments, to be dominance of some pigments, that is major pigments, and especially chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. The members of chlorophyceae are commonly known as green algae, and the members of chlorophyceae is always to be appeared green in color or grass green in color. Why? Because due to the presence of some photosynthetic pigments, mainly involved chlorophyll pigments such as chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Next, coming to Phaeophyceae are commonly known as brown algae. Why is Phaeophyceae appeared to be brown in color? Because due to the presence of some photosynthetic pigments such as chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C, and also one type of xanthophylls is also present, that is fucoxanthin. That is fucoxanthin. So hence the Phaeophyceae is always to be appeared brown in color, that is brown algae. Next, coming to Rhodophyceae. Why is Rhodophyceae appeared to be red in color? So because due to the presence of some photosynthetic pigments such as mainly chlorophyll A and chlorophyll D, as well as to be having one phycobilins such as phycoerythrin, So these major pigments are involved in chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae. So hence the color to be green in color, brown in color, red in color. And next, coming to stored food material or reserved food material, the members of chlorophyceae is always stored food material in starch or oil droplets. Starch or oil droplets. Starch, mainly here starch or oil droplets. Next, coming to the Phaeophyceae. stored food material or reserved food material in laminar in starch and mannitol alcohol. Laminar in starch and mannitol alcohol, short form laminarin and mannitol. And the members of rhodophyceae are stored food material in Floridian starch. Floridian starch. Floridian starch. Okay now. Next coming to cell wall. So the members of chlorophyceae. Given the example for the members of chlorophyceae. Given the example for here. Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas, chlorella, cara, and also Ulothrix and Spirogyra and Spirogyra. The best example are here chlorophyceae. The members of chlorophyceae such as Chlamydomonas, chlorella, cara, Ulothrix and Spirogyra. The members of Phaeophyceae such as Laminaria, Fucus, Sargassum, Laminaria, Fucus, Sargassum, Laminaria, Fucus and also Sargassum. Next coming to Dictyota. The members of rhodophyceae, so such as Porphyra, Polysyphonia, Gillidium and also Gracilaria. These are the best examples for rhodophyceae. Okay now. The members of chlorophyceae are the best examples for chlorophyceae such as Chlamydomonas and chlorella. These two are microscopic unicellular organisms or microscopic unicellular green algal members. Next, cara and Spirogyra and Ulothrix. These three chlorophyceae members are filamentous forms organisms. As well as valvas. This is a colonial forms organism. Okay now. Next coming to Phaeophyceae. So Phaeophyceae, the best examples for here Laminaria and Fucus and Dictyota and also Sargassum. Both are having to massive plant body structure. So these are also known as kelps, especially Laminaria. Why? Because to be easily grown on seas and ocean waters. Or salt waters, that is named kelps. So these are having to massive plant body structure. By means massive plant body consists of holdfast, stiff and prance. Holdfast by means the plant body is attached to the substratum, that is called holdfast, and the stalk like or stem like stiff and leaf like photosynthetic organ, that is named prance. So both are appears to be Laminaria, Fucus, Dictyota as well as Sargassum. sargassum. But here lamnaria are also known as kelps. Kelps means seaweeds. By means these organisms is generally grow on seas and oceans or salt waters. Salt waters. Okay now. Next coming to rhodophyceae. So the best examples for here Porphyra. So this is a also massive plant body, but likely to be appeared only prawns. Mainly one leaf photosynthetic organ to be well developed, that is Porphyra. Next coming to Polycyponia. So this is a multicellular organism. So similarly the plant body differentiated into true root, true stem, true leaves, but this stem to be divided into several branches. So here Polycyponia is a multicellular organism and filamentous forms, and this filamentous forms of plant body is divided into several branches. Next one here Gelidium and Gracilaria. Both are very useful to be commercially using their food materials. So these are the examples for Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. So in this Chlorophyceae, members of Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, Chara, Spirogyra, Volvox. Cell wall is made up of, outer cell wall is always made up of cellulose and inner cell wall is made up of pectin. The members of Chlorophyceae such as Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, Volvox, Eleutheryx and Spirogyra. So these cells is surrounded by two cell walls. One is outer cell wall, second one is inner cell wall. Outer cell wall is always made up of pectin. Inner cell wall is always made up of cellulose. Next coming to the members of Phaeophyceae such as Lamnaria, Fucus, Sargassum and Dictyota. So the cell wall is two layered. One is outer layer, second one is inner layer. So inner layer is always made up of cellulose, but outer layer is always made up of algine or alginic acids. Next coming to the members of Rhodophyceae such as Porphyra, Polycyponium, Gelidium and Gracilaria of cell walls is also containing two layers. One is outer layer and second one is inner layer. So inner layer is also made up of cellulose as well as pectin, but outer layer is always made up of polysulfate esters. Okay now. Next, stored food is also Chlorophyceae in starch, Phaeophyceae in lamnarian starch or mannitol alcohol, and Rhodophyceae stored food in Floridian starch. So in this Floridian starch to be one type of complex carbohydrate, as the similar of aminopectin and glycogen structure. Okay now, Floridian starch is one type of complex carbohydrate, at the same time to be similar of amylopectin and glycogen structure. Next coming to flagella nimba. So in this time to be observed reproduction, types of reproduction. So dear students, especially the members of Chlorophyceae, reproduction takes place by vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction, and sexual reproduction. Vegetative reproduction usually takes place by fragmentation. Usually takes place by fragmentation. So by means the members of Chlorophyceae such as Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, Volvox, Chara and Eleutheryx and Spirogyra, the plant body is breaks up into small pieces or small fragments. Then after each fragment develops into new plant body or new thallus, that is called fragmentation. Next, coming to asexual reproduction takes place by the one type of zoospores, that is called motile spores, or they are flagellated. Zoospores are having two flagella. So those flagellas are here 2 to 8 flagellas. 2 to 8 flagellas. This is a zoospore. So this zoospore containing 2 to 8 flagellas. Most of the are having two flagella, and these two flagellas are similar in size and arranged in apical side, arranged in apical side or anterior side. So this is a one type of zoospore. So in this type of zoospores only to be appeared asexual reproduction. Zoospores, that is motile spores. So these spores are having 2 to 8 flagella. These flagellas are similar in size, that is equal, and these flagellas are arranged in the anterior side or apical part of the spore. Next, coming to sexual reproduction takes place by isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. Isogamous by means already previous classes to be detailed described about the reproduction. Yesterday or last class to be detailedly described about the reproduction in algae. Once again repeated to the Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae reproduction. So isogamous by means two gametes are similar in size. So those are motile or non-motile gametes, that is called isogamous. The best example are here Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Anisogamous. So two gametes are dissimilar in size. So the best example are here some species of Chlamydomonas. Oogamous. Fusion between two gametes. One is a larger motile female gamete, another one is a smaller motile male gamete. That is called oogamous. The best example are here Eleutheryx. Okay, now Volvox. So this is a type of reproduction in the members of Chlorophyceae. Anyhow, in asexual reproduction of zoospore and sexual reproduction of both gametes, male and female gametes, are containing 2 to 8 flagella. These flagellas are equal in size, arranged in apical part of the side or anterior part of the side. Okay, now next coming to Phaeophyceae. So Phaeophyceae reproduction takes place by 3 types. The samely vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Vegetative reproduction takes place by as well as fragmentation. But here asexual reproduction takes place by one type of zoospores. But this type of zoospores are to be appeared. So pear shape. This type of zoospores are to be appeared oval shape or round shape. But this type of zoospores are to be appeared pear shape or bean shape. bean shape. So this is a pear shape of zoospore. This is a pear shape of zoospore, and flagellas are arranged in lateral side. One is larger in size, another one is smaller in size. That is two flagellas are here. Two flagellas are here, unequal size. Unequal size. Okay, then. The members of Chlorophyceae, especially in their sexual reproduction, to be produced one type of zoospores or one type of two gametes. Both zoospores and both two gametes are to be appeared oval in shape or round in shape, are having 2 to 8 flagella. These flagellas are similar in size, arranged in apical part of the zoospore or anterior part of the zoospore. Next, coming to the members of Phaeophyceae, in their sexual reproduction to be appeared one type of zoospores or to be appeared one type of two gametes. Both zoospores and both two gametes are to be appeared pear shape or bean shape. Pear shape or bean shape. And pear shaped and bean shaped of zoospore and pear shaped and bean shaped of gametes are having two unequal flagella. How many flagellas are here? Only two. Two unequal flagella. Why? Because one is larger in size, another one is smaller in size. That is unequal. But in these two are equal in size. 2, 4, 6 or 8. Sometimes 2 flagellas are present, sometimes 4 flagellas are present, sometimes 6 flagellas are present, sometimes 8 flagellas are present. Anyhow, so number of flagellas are present, but all flagellas are present. All flagellas are to be appeared similar in size. But the members of Phaeophyceae only to be present 2 flagellas. So these 2 flagellas are dissimilar in size. But here similar in size, but here dissimilar in size. One is larger in size, another one is smaller in size. That is unequal flagella and arranged in lateral side of the zoospore or lateral side of the gametes. So one large flagella is always to be moved anterior side, and one smaller flagella is always to be moved posterior side. Posterior side. This is a biflagellated. This is a biflagellated unequal zoospore or biflagellated unequal gametes. Unequal gametes. So both asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction are to be similar in those of Chlorophyceae, in those of Phaeophyceae, but differ here. In their asexual reproduction only involved one zoospore. In their sexual reproduction involved 2 gametes. One is male gamete, another one is female gamete. Okay, now the members of Phaeophyceae samely in their asexual reproduction involved only one biflagellated unequal zoospore. In their sexual reproduction are involved biflagellated unequal 2 gametes. One is male gamete, another one is female gamete. Another one is female gamete. Next, coming to Rhodophyceae. The members of Rhodophyceae such as Porphyra, Polycypania, Giridium and Gracilaria, flagellas are totally absent. So in this Rhodophyceae, reproduction takes place by mainly asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, clearly not shown of vegetative reproduction. So in this both asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, flagellas are totally absent. So these are non-motile. These two reproductive organs are non-motile. But Chlorophyceae and Phaeophyceae, both asexual reproductive organs, sexual reproductive organs are motile. But especially in Rhodophyceae members, the reproductive organs such as asexual reproduction as well as sexual reproduction, totally spores and totally gametes both are non-flagellated, that is non-motiles, that is non-motiles. So flagellas are totally absent. By means asexual reproductive organs are not having two flagella, sexual reproductive organs are not having two flagella, Okay, now so in this especially clearly shown of sexual reproduction. So in this sexual reproductive organs are non-motile female gamete are also known as non-motile female gamete are also known as carpogonium. Non-motile female gamete, that is known as carpogonium. Non-motile male gamete are also known as spermatium. This is a male gamete. In this members of rhodophysi clearly not shown of vegetative reproduction as well as asexual reproduction, but clearly shown of sexual reproduction. Anyhow, asexual reproductive organs and sexual reproductive organs both are non-motile, not containing flagella. In this sexual reproduction, non-motile female gamete is also known as carpogonium, and non-motile male gamete is also known as spermatium. This is very very important here. So non-motile male gametes and non-motile female gametes such as carpogonium and spermatium both are fusing to be forming of one diploid zygote structure after fertilization, that is forced fertilization. So completed in forced fertilization to be developed beginning of the asexual reproduction. This is the importance of rhodophysi. Last one here, habitat or occurrence, by means the living place or the living area. So most of the members of chlorophysi are growing freshwater, brackish water as well as salt water. So the most of the Phaeophysi members are grown in freshwater, brackish water, salt water, but here the Phaeophysi members rarely grow in freshwater, but generally grow in brackish water and salt water. The members of Rhodophysi sometimes grow in freshwater and rarely grow in brackish water, but mostly grow in salt water, especially grow in seas and oceans. Anyhow, all algal members are generally grow in aquatic environment, that is freshwater as well as marine water. These are the commonly known as aquatic organisms, such as freshwater, that is grow in standing water, lakes, ponds and rivers. Marine water, that is salt water, grow in seas and oceans. So dear students, this is about the classification in algae or divisions of algae and their characteristics. Okay, now thank you.